So I just unlocked the most craziest blueprint in all of MW3, the Infinite Cosmos. Now get this, it's a free tracer gun that you can get just by playing the game, more specifically Model for 3 Zombies, but I wanted to show off the blueprint first so you guys can see if it's worth the grind. As you guys can see through its default attachments, it has this glowy spatial effect no matter what map you're playing on, and it looks absolutely beautiful, which is just insane. And look when it shoots bullets. If you look closely, the impact of the tracers leave this like glowing effect that like just has like a passing through effect. So depending on what surface you shoot, you can see different versions of the world. It's just a crazy blueprint. Look at that tracer impact effect as well. Legit one of the, like, I'm legit looking at the universe every time I just look, and that's just crazy to me. One of the craziest traces in the entire game. Only thing that sucks is that if you take off all the attachments, then you have less of that glowy effect. But for multiplayer, this is my meta class setup, and honestly, it still looks good with a meta class setup in multiplayer. So for me, hey, I think it's worth grinding. Let's go ahead and see how camos look like on this joint as well. So when you put camos on this weapon, as you can see, it makes the guns look different within the gunsmith menu. But if you go into the actual firing range, the camo doesn't really bleed through in any way. Like, you don't see anything of priceless. So I don't think camos really work on this blueprint. You're really just relying on the base look of the weapon here. And yeah, the same could be said with One Trig, Molten Obsidian, and Mercury. Like, they all might look different here within the menu. Well, let's see Catgirl smile, actually. Yeah, as you can see, within the actual game, you're just not going to see any difference with camos. So camos are pretty much pointless. They just look kind of cool in the gunsmith menu, so keep that in mind. But if you guys think this blueprint is really cool, stay tuned to the rest of the video so you guys can find out how to unlock this free tracer blueprint through Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and the general method I took to get there. Drop a like and subscribe for the best Warzone videos. This is more of like a random video and other sorts of random videos that you might see on this channel. Let's rock and roll. Now keep in mind, in order to get this tracer blueprint, you have to play Modern Warfare Zombies. If you don't have Modern Warfare Zombies, that's tough. Either play it on free trial or buy it, but that's literally the only requirement to get this free tracer blueprint otherwise. And now I'm going to recommend you guys the general loadout you should have before attempting the quest to get this free tracer blueprint. To start things off, your main gun should just be the RGL with the conversion kit and slug ammo. It's legit one of the most powerful guns that will get rid of these zombies very rapidly. And of course, you want to have that legendary aether tool to get it to level 3 so it can actually hit hard. And along with that, you want to have the flawless Ethereum crystal so it's pack-a-punch to level 3 as well. Next up, when it comes to your perks, you really don't have to bring perks because you're just going to buy them all at a Wonder Fizz machine within tier 3. So you can bring some perks if you like, but you're going to end up buying most of them just to save space for other important items. And the same goes for your ammo mods. Don't think it's really necessary, but I personally brought a Cryo Freeze ammo mod just because I could. And when it comes to the wonder weapons you should definitely bring a Scorcher. This is going to help you traverse the map entirely, especially within the Rift, which is where all the action is going to be taking place. And then when it comes to the classified schematics here, you want to have all the best stuff. The Ether Blade, the Golden Armor Plates, the Mags of Holding, the Dead Wire Detonators. I didn't have any of these. My teammates had a lot of these though, so they used it for themselves. I only had the Golden Armor Plate, so I was at least able to stay alive, but those really come in clutch. And then for your field upgrade, you want Healing Aura, so you can obviously bring back your teammates because there's going to be a lot of going down, especially during the boss fight here. And this is pretty much what my general loadout was looking like. Don't have that second gun equipped because that's where your Scorcher is going to be going, and your RGL is going to be doing most of the carrying when you finally go into zombies and attempt to get this beautiful STG Tracer blueprint. Now, before seriously going for this STG Tracer blueprint, you do need to have access to the Dark Aether Rift already, and there's a whole unlock process for that. Luckily, my teammates already had access to the Rift, where I personally didn't, but if you need a guide on how to unlock the Aether Rift for yourself, my man Earl Shatter, who's a prominent freaking zombies creator, and he's gonna be killing it in Black Ops 6 as well. He has a guide on how to unlock it and go through the Dark Aether Rift for this tutorial guide. So watch that video first if you don't have an Aether Rift, available to you. But if you already do, then go ahead and get to these next steps. So assuming you have the Aether Rift ready, what you want to do before going into the Aether Rift is to set up. So right when you and your homie spawn into zombies, make sure you pack-a-punch your RGL, bring out your Scorcher case, and whenever you can, pack-a-punch your Scorcher as well so you can traverse around the map a lot more freely, and you'll be able to traverse the Dark Aether a ton more easily as well. And basically what you want to do at this point is go to tier 3, do various contracts, gather yourself some kill streaks, get all the perks from the Wonder Fizz machine, and get a whole ton of self-revives from buy stations and stuff, so you can be more equipped for the challenges that lay ahead. So once you guys feel that you're set up with all the perks, as many self-revives and kill streaks as you can, and you've also gotten an inhibitor from one of the egg contracts or whatever, because the inhibitors are going to be important, just keep that in mind, then you can go ahead and go inside the rift. Now this is where shit gets real. So when it comes to being in the Aether Rift now, you want to make yourself over to this area using the Scorcher to get there a little bit easier, of course. And you want to fly all the way over here. And this is where the inhibitors are going to come in clutch. So when you're over here, you're going to want to go ahead and throw your inhibitor at the egg like you would at the egg contracts within the actual game of zombies. So put on that inhibitor. Don't be a fool and throw a thermite like I did. I don't know what the guy was doing there. But yeah, you go ahead and throw that down. And then at this point, it's going to destroy the egg, and it's going to reveal an item. Now, I wasn't the one that picked up the item. That was actually my homie Hollow. So since I don't have his perspective, we're going to go to the perspective of somebody else. And that somebody else is going to be Zone X. I just kind of, using his footage here for the purpose of showing you guys what my man Hollow did, which is basically what Zone X did here. So using that R4D detector, which is a radiation detector, you got to go ahead and go in this direction, which is pretty much you just kind of memorize the direction, and you got to pull it out every so often to kind of follow the arrows. Make sure you're following the arrows and like tracking them, because if you just do this without the radiation detector, then it's not gonna trigger something, which is going to be at the end of this. So just follow this pathway. Make sure you're protecting the person that has the R4D, because if they get ganged up by zombies, then it might get super freaking annoying, and that's not something you really want to deal with, of course. So just follow the pathway that he's going here. It really goes a long way. As you can see, he's just following the arrows. You got to go up above the building and to the left and everything. And eventually, you will get to the end of this pathway. And when you get to the end of the pathway, you will see a skull pop up if you followed the arrows correctly, or whoever followed the arrows correctly. So instead of my man Hollow grabbing the skull, I decided to grab the skull because I'm like, hey, I remember where this goes. So make sure you get the heck out of there with that Scorcher. And then you want to go back all the way to the area that where you did the inhibitor and the egg thing. So it's a very similar pathway, very easy to follow here. So just follow what I'm doing here. Go through the little hallway here. I just was making sure I have the skull because I wasn't sure if I picked it up. But yeah, you just go over to this building here, all the way on the bottom, and then through these doors, you go ahead and go downstairs, and then you're going to see a whale all the way up here. So you're going to go ahead and launch yourself up with the Scorcher, get all the way to the top here, and with the whale, you're actually going to trade the skull for something that it has, and that's going to be the IT thumb drive. So with this USB thumb drive, whatever you want to call it, you want to go ahead and get the heck out of here. There's going to be a certain building you're going to want to go to. And I was like asking them, like, wait, which building was it again? I'm like, I have a good memory and I think I know where it is. And if you want to know where it is, it's going to be in this building right there. It's always that building. So go to this building right here. I think my teammate calls it out in the text chat, like what it is. But I was like, oh yeah, it is a like 3C or something, or C3, grid C3. So that building right there, you want to go all the way to the bottom here. And then once you're down here, you kind of want to wait for your teammates to group up here if they're not here already, because you're going to need them to destroy something. So here I am just fast forwarding everything, and you want to definitely make your way up the stairs slowly until all your homies are here. And once all your homies are here, go all the way to the top floor here. And then you're going to see a computer where it's going to tell you to put in the thumb drive. And then after that, it's going to spawn in an enemy that is holding a key. So make sure you're killing that enemy, put in a lot of damage, and make sure somebody grabs that key as soon as possible, because I was kind of running low on ammo here and it was looking a little bit rough. So, with the power of teamwork, you're going to be getting a lot of enemies here. It's going to be very nice if you have randoms helping you, which is always nice. And then I think my teammate Hollow ends up getting the key, and I'm like, yo, do you have the key? And he look right there in text chat, he says he got the key. So once somebody has the key, all you have to do is go all the way up to the sky and go to the highest building on the roof, the high rise, you know, because this is based off high rise. So just keep going up and up and up and up. You know, just keep traveling and you'll pretty much get there. At this point, it's pretty much, you've done the hardest parts, honestly. I mean, you are going to be challenging the boss here, pretty much, but this was all the setup, and now you're pretty much at the last thing, which is actually pretty awesome to say. And don't worry about ammo if you're running low on ammo, because at the top of this building, there is going to be an ammo box for you to gather here, which is actually really awesome. So make sure you've stocked up on ammo, have some armor plates, or whatever the case is. You know, all the preparation has prepared you for this, and at this door, the person who has the key can open it, and then once you open the door, you will be transported to the boss battle. Now, I'm going to say something. I was not equipped for this battle at all. Like I said, I hardly had any like classified schematics. My teammates, they had mags of holding, they had the aether blade or whatever. I only had golden armor plates. So what I did, I just played Survivor. What my teammates were doing was pretty much just killing the actual opponent. So try to get some randoms with you, especially if you're in a situation like me. If we had like 2 or 3 other people, this would have been done so much easier. But here's the boss fight. I don't think I'm going to let it run, but I'll let you see a little bit of what I was doing here, because I just realized, like, hey, I'm just going to keep dying. And this is where the self-revives really come in. And also, when you're damaging the boss, as you can see, she does have like little orbs around here. So make sure you're firing your RGL bullets or whatever gun you're using at this point at the orbs. That's what my teammate was saying there to his friend. Because I don't have mags of holding, I have to keep reloading. So for me, it was like pitiful to even try and damage. So I just stayed alive. I was the healer. I had to do what I had to do. So you're not really going to see me doing too much action. I was just pretty much flying everywhere. And your scorches really come in clutch. Take advantage of these slopes as much as you can. Just going to be a lot of damage, a lot of blood. We could have easily died at any one of these points. These enemies are really powerful. So fly when you can. You know, do enough DPS when you can. When she does these laser things, stay out of that way, because those things like almost insta kill you every time. So definitely, you know, do as much as you can. And there's a bunch of ammo boxes everywhere as well on each of these islands. So if you need ammo, just go to one of those ammo boxes. Armor plates are super plentiful as well, so it's really easy to survive. Even for somebody like me, having the other two just do full-on DPS. And like I said, I'm just going to skip through most of the fight because my perspective was really boring. If I was actually overpowered and showing you guys how to fight, that would be a lot more entertaining. Just make sure anybody damaging her is damaging her on her orbs. But let me go ahead and show you guys my reaction, and make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe if this guide helped you. I might come back at the end to say some final things. Did you guys do it? Oh my god, you guys did it! You guys did it! Let's go. Oh my god, how fun to whip up my freaking fiance. Let's go. Oh, it's all the way over here. And we got the blueprint. Let's go. Let's go. I was so worried I was not going to stream. I thought we were going to choke this, not going to lie. But no, as long as you got self-reses and kill streaks, and as long as you got 2 amazing players, we're fine, bro. We're fine. Freaking huge W. Oh my god, this shit looks fucking horny, bro. Oh my goodness, we got it, we got it, we got it. And that is how you unlock the cosmos. Easy money. Oh man, let's freaking go. Infinite Cosmos Rift Runner Tracers. So clean. And there you guys go. That's pretty much the full guide on how to get the Infinite Cosmos STG-44. Now, I'm making a big deal about this because think about it. This is a free Tracer blueprint. We have not gotten a free Tracer blueprint from Call of Duty since the first Warzone during Model for 2019 during like the Season 5 Battle Pass. And it was in one of the free tiers. I think it was like an AUG Tracer or something. Legit, since 2019, 5 years later, we finally have a free Tracer blueprint that we can grind and earn just by playing the game. They need to do more rewards like this, because even though it's not a camo, it would have been nice to have this as a camo. These are some of the best tracers in the freaking game, and you can get them for free. You don't have to pay $20. Obviously, you got to buy the game, but you know, we've all bought the game at this point. But we don't have to buy bundles to get these amazing tracers. So, hey, if you want a free tracer blueprint, you've never spent a dime on bundles or whatever, and you want a tracer blueprint, here it is, free of charge. Good luck with the zombies grind. Let me know if you guys think they should add more free tracer blueprints to grind for, like this one. And what ideas do you have for the future, especially during Black Ops 6? Anyways, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I upload entertaining Warzone gameplay. I'm not really a zombies guy. This is just like a one-off video. But if you enjoy Warzone or just random videos, you come to the right channel. Just want to say, I freaking love you. Thanks for checking me out. Stay amazing.